With Monday's update came a brand new quest, and it is called Once Upon a Slime. It is themed around the Valentine's Day, so it is a very good time to do it. It is a novice free-to-play quest, which means free-to-play people are able to do it. If you do recall, we did have the King Slime back in November 22 in 2008 when he was roaming around the Rimmington. Now we finally got a quest that involves him. There is no requirements and there is no required items. And the difficulty is just novice. To start it, you will need to speak to Peter in Rimmington. Rimmington is just west of the Port Sarim Lodestone, and then just go west to where I am at the quest point icon. And then before you start the quest, right click the nearby well and then drop a coin in. As you drop the coin, you will hear a faint glooping noise, and then just speak to Peter. You'll tell that his name is Peter, and that there is a mystery king slime that he has returned. You will hit option 1 for yeah, I know all about it. You will say that the king has came back, and again hit option 1, I mean yes, and then confirm the quest, and then you'll help out. Afterwards, you will get a cutscene, and boom, the king slime has came back. And luckily for Peter, he has discovered a way to finally get rid of the king slime, and that is by introducing him to a little romance, and that will be the queen slime. He's hoping that the king and queen will fall in love with each other and then stop causing chaos. And then right in the background is the queen slime. Notice that she is pink. After that, you will have to max zoom out. For whatever reason, it puts you in all the way. So now that there is 2 of them, he will need you to introduce both of them together. And he says that the king slime will look very approachable if he were to wear a top hat. Granted, the king slime is huge. You will need to now go to the Varrock Lodestone. From the lodestone, run directly north to the building that has Teresa, which is located west of the general store, and then speak to her. Hit option 1 to talk about Once Upon a Time, and you will ask her that you need a giant top hat for the king slime. Once you have gone through a bit of the dialogue explaining why you do need the giant top hat, it is because for the slime has came back. And then after quite some time, you now have the giant top hat, which you are not able to wear because you are very tiny. Teleport back to the Port Sarim Lodestone and make your way to Rimmington. From the Lodestone, run west. And then speak to Peter by the well. You will give him the top hat for the king slime to wear. Apparently, the top hat is too huge for the king slime to wear. So now, go back to Varrock. Sadly, Teresa made the hat too giant, and you will want to return to her to make a smaller version of the hat. From the Lodestone, run north and then meet back to Teresa to tell her your problem, that she did too good of a job. Hit option 1 for Once Upon a Slime, and then you will tell her the awkwardness that she made the hat too big. You will ask her to make a smaller size, but she is unable to do so. However, she does have a friend who does have a shrinking machine that is to the east of us. Go east. You will want to go to the smithing house that is just directly south of the eastern Varrock Bank. If you do not know where it is located here on the mini-map. Once you are here, speak to Eva, and then she will tell you that she has created a shrinking machine. However, she does not know how to operate it, and you ask her to convert your giant hat into a regular size. After a bit of dialogue, you will be able to have it go. And now, in your chat box, if you want, type in the word shrink, because it is a shrinking machine. And then you will hit single click it once to shrink something. Now the control option for this, since it is a shrinking machine, you will need to spell out the word shrink. Since the first letter is S, you will hit option 1, silver button. And then the next letter in shrink is H, so you want to hit the option 3, which is hot. The third letter in shrink is R, so you will hit option 1 for red button. For the fourth letter in shrink, it is I, so it will be option number 2, increase. And then the fifth letter is N, so for this option, choose number 2. And lastly, K is the last letter in shrink, and you will want to hit option 1, which is KSL. And then you have successfully done it, and you will automatically put your hat in there, and you will get a top hat. Now, go back to Port Sarim, run west, and this time you will now want to talk to Peter again, and he will accept the hat for the king slime to wear, because it is now the right size. Now that the king has a top hat, he will attempt to talk to the queen slime, and you will get another cutscene. If you can see, the green slime does have a baby top hat just above his eye, and that now the king has enough courage, but the queen does not acknowledge him because she has her eyes on something else instead of him. Now that the king slime is very sad for getting rejected on Valentine's Day, Peter has another idea. This time, you will want to talk to the queen slime by poking her. And then you will now have a hold pink gloop. You'll want to now talk to Peter again. And then he will give you a bucket. Now, earlier I said how the king slime is green goop. The queen is either purple or pink. I will say pink because right here in this building there is a cauldron. Notice that it is purple and it is a gloop. You will want to use your bucket on the cauldron to fill it up, and then use the purple gloop on the king slime. Previously, the cauldron was distracting the queen slime, and she did not like the color of the king slime as he was green. But use your bucket of purple goop on the king slime, and now he will have a little hint of purple. And once again, the king slime has the courage to speak to the queen slime. And apparently, it looks very promising. The king has successfully asked the queen out for Valentine's Day. And now together, the queen slime is a mixture of the two of them. Now that that is over, yet again, your screen will be max zoom in for whatever reason, and then you'll be automatically talk to Peter. After that, he will put on the top hat. Finish the dialogue and you would have completed the quest. Congratulations, you have completed the quest Once Upon a Slime. You are awarded 1 quest point, 2,500 cooking lamp experience, a Little Miss Gloop pet, and 2 treasure hunter keys. This also awards you 410 quest points in total if you were to do it. And then you can just claim the lamp. Now to access the Queen Gloop, you will want to go to your customations, pets, companion, and then scroll all the way down, and then you will see Little Gloop, who is the king version. Or Little Miss Gloop, which is the pink version of the queen. And just for an additional quest reward, head back to Varrock. You will want to this time head to Eva, which is located just south of the east bank. And then talk to her. You will say, "Hi Eva, and it is a miracle to see you again." And that you will sadly tell her that you gave the small hat away, but luckily she will have the ability for you personally to have the hat. Once you have the hat, go back to customations, but this time wardrobe, and then type in top hat, and then there you go. You will have unlocked the King Slime top hat, which is a purple version of it. Thank you all so much for watching this quest guide on Once Upon a Slime with the addition of the additional reward. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed your day, and until next time, be